Welcome to another episode of Just a Bit Outside. I'm your host, Steve Ely, and along with me, as always, my co-host, Wes Cook.
Yes, sir.
Happy Enemy Day to us, correct?
Yes.
We are going head-to-head in fantasy today.
Yes, and we're not fans of each other today.
No, not today.
No, sir. I gotta get that W. I'm on a heater right now. I gotta keep it going.
I need to stop the heater so I can stay right where I'm at.
No, man. No. I need you to hit a slide right now.
No slide, brother. No slide.
Yeah, I'm leading the league in points right now.
I'm slowly moving up. My team is starting to come together a little better.
Yeah, I'm starting to get performances out of the guys I needed to.
Yeah, I
Kyle
know.
Pitts pissed me off last week.
Dude.
When Bowers lays a freaking egg, and Pitts goes off for 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn it.
I think he had like 80-something yards, too.
Oh, he has 90. I think he had over 90 yards. It was his highest receiving total in a game for his young career.
Well, he's never had a quarterback that can throw the ball.
That's a good point.
So he's going to get better.
Yeah.
Going to get better for him. Oh, anyway, where you want to start? How you feeling?
I mean, bets didn't hit yesterday, so I don't know if I really want to talk about college football right now.
Nah, none of mine hit either, so I get it.
I'm kind of pissed off about those.
I would like to say goodbye to Sober October, though.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, if y'all didn't notice, Steve wasn't drinking beers last month, but Steve's back drinking beers. So, congratulations. I'm glad you're back on the train with me.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
Doing these podcasts sober with you wasn't necessarily fun, but
No,
I was going to support you.
I was doing my best.
You did good, man.
Man, there was a couple of days I was ready to say, screw this train. I'm done.
Yeah, it's not a fun train to be on. I'm not a fan.
Nope, I made it. I made it, though. I'm very proud of myself.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Started a whole weekend bender, huh?
Nah, not really.
I'm kidding.
Friday, I thought was going to be a lot worse than it turned out to be.
Good on you.
You know, I maintained well.
All right, so let's start with the football slate we got today.
I'm down with that.
And anybody wants to do some live betting, we'll give them the option right here. The first game of the 1 o'clock games, those pansies down in Dallas against Atlanta. Atlanta's up 7-3 in the first quarter. Kirk Cousins has thrown 1 touchdown pass. Bijan Robinson's carried the ball for carried it 5 times for 33 yards. So trying to figure out who got that touchdown for. It was Drake London.
Oh,
Drake
nice.
London caught a 27-yard, an 18-yard touchdown pass, it looks like.
That works for me.
Yeah, no, I hope they keep this up. Beat the shit out of Dallas. They suck.
No, don't we? We all like that.
Yeah.
Well, we like that.
I don't care about Bob and his feelings.
I'm with you, buddy. I'm with you.
Fuck the Cowboys, man. One of the other 1 o'clock games, Dolphins and the Bills. This one's tied up at 3 apiece right now. Really? Yeah. The Dolphins are they're really hard to predict right now, right? Because with Tua back, you don't know what kind of production level you're getting out of the guy. And, I mean, from last week, it looks like the production level's up, right? At least for what it had been.
Mm-hmm.
You got healthy Mostert. You got a healthy Chain. It's going to be – I think that offense, as long as Tua stays healthy, they're going to be going in the right direction for the remainder of the year. But a little far behind the 8 ball at 2-5.
Yeah, I would let those running backs just eat if I was Miami.
Oh, yeah, feed them both.
Let's just protect Tua.
Yeah, let's get them through the season at least, right?
But it's so hard to do that when you got arguably one of the better wide receiver tandems in the league.
Yeah, it's tough not to want to throw the football, especially with the talent you have out there. But, I mean, are they you try to stretch the field with a guy like Tyreek Hill, sorry.
Well, having those guys on the
NBA all of a sudden.
yeah, having those guys always are what helps that running game.
Just Derrick Henry just ran a 7-yard touchdown.
Yeah, great.
Yay!
Great.
That's what I needed. We'll come with you with live updates from our fantasy football matchup today. Just so Steve knows he's going to be behind all day.
Well, I came in saying that I was probably going to lose.
That doesn't matter. He still should talk shit the whole time.
Oh, I am. We're going to be fine. I mean, it is still very, very, very early in the day.
Yeah, I mean, we are half an hour into the first slate of games. Now, we haven't even talked about but 2 of them. Speaking of, Raiders are up 7-0 on the Bengals in Cincinnati. Joe Burrow is 7 for 7 for 48 yards right now.
Yeah.
Bengals are in the red zone, and they have just scored a touchdown. Burrow to
Brown.
Chase Brown, 1-yard touchdown.
Wow. Look at that. No one had that. I bet you Chase Brown's not playing in our league anywhere.
Probably not. But I think Moss is out today, so that makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah, Moss is definitely out today. Because I have him sitting on my bench. I was like, all right. Which sucks because there's a touchdown that would have been eaten in fantasy probably for Zach Moss. But let's see. Moving on. Chargers at Browns. Chargers up 7-0. They just got the ball back. They're on their own 4, though. Herbert's 4 of 6, 58 yards and a touchdown.
And a touchdown.
Titans up 7-0 on the Patriots.
They are.
And they have the ball again. I like it. Mason Rudolph doing thug things down there.
I guess.
I mean, we know the Patriots are bad. The Titans need this dub in a bad way, too. So it's sitting at 1-6 and 0-3 at home. Just give the home crowd something to cheer for, man. Yeah, especially when you get a bad Patriots team in here. You get the W.
Yeah.
You got an NFC East matchup going on right now. The Commanders and the Giants. The Commode's up 7-0 right now.
The Giants had to turn the ball over.
Yeah, because Jaden Daniels is 1 of 2 for 1 yard and a touchdown.
That's what I'm saying. They had to, something crazy had to happen for that to be the stat line.
Right, because Scary Terry has a reception for 1 yard and a touchdown.
What?
I like it.
Oh, my God. It's horrible. Horrible.
Yeah, it looks like the Saints are in the red zone now. Saints up 3-0 on the Panthers. The Panthers at home in Charlotte today, and I don't think it's going to get any easier for them.
It's not,
even though it's the shitty Saints.
It's not. Oh, I mean, I think a lot of Saints' issues was the Derek Carr injury too.
Well, that hurt them, but I mean they had injuries all over the place. I mean They're still without their 2 best wide receivers. I mean the Saints haven't been able to put points on the board.
Yeah, I mean that's a lot of teams are battling that bug at the moment.
I mean Cincinnati's in that bus.
San Francisco.
Yeah, San Francisco. I mean, look at San Francisco. They're on a 3rd running back at this point.
Yeah.
There's talk seeing him.
3rd running back.
Show up till week 11.
3rd running back. Third. Essentially number 1 wide receiver or 4. I think Jennings is hurt too right now, right?
Jennings, Debo, and Ayuk
are hurt.
Yeah.
Their main target is Kittle and a kid that was shot.
It is, right?
I mean, legit.
That's crazy.
Had a hole in his chest in the preseason.
That's correct, sir.
But anyway, where are we at? Saints scored again. It is now 6-0.
Oh,
Another field goal.
There was a football in the end zone. I got Taysom Hill running because damn T. Higgins is out again.
Yeah, I got
Ravens up 7-0 on Broncos. Broncos are driving right now. Bo Nix did throw a pick earlier in this one.
Yep.
No bueno.
Bo surprised me, actually.
I didn't think he'd be as solid as he is at this point. I thought he was going to take a year and a half to grow. But really, he's turning out to be really good down there. I think with Sean Payton and just he has some decent weapons down there. Cortland Sutton's starting to finally build some chemistry with him.
Yeah.
It's and I mean Williams has been a hell of a running back. So
Yep. Need more from Williams though. Need more.
Yeah, you do.
I do.
Nah, they can throw the Cortland Sutton all day. Let Derrick Henry eat on the other side of that field. I'll be good.
Yeah, I know you will, bro. I know you will.
4 o'clock slate of games. You got the Bears against the Cardinals in Arizona, so they'll be in Glendale. I really don't know how this one's going to go. Bears haven't won a game on the road yet. Arizona is 500 at home. The Cardinals are a 1.5 favorite. And the Cardinals are so up and down. It's really just tough to decide like how to bet them, how to guess what you're going to get from them on a week in, week out basis. Are you going to get this strong offensive team or that can put some points on the board? Or are you just going to get this one that comes in and lays a turd?
I'm saying that Arizona is going to step back here.
Mm-hmm.
New Call of Duty came out last weekend.
Yeah. Wonder what Kyler's been doing all week.
Getting them thumbs in.
Getting the sticks.
Getting the sticks in, buddy.
Getting the sticks. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That should be interesting then.
Yeah.
Maybe I wonder if you could bet on a 2-interception performance from Kyler today.
Over or under 2 or more interceptions,
yeah, right.
I would be all over.
I think I need to be in on that one.
I think I'd be all over the over.
Over. 2 or more.
Might be under because what might happen is like somewhere in the first quarter it's going to be, I tweaked my back.
Oh, yeah. It could be. Yeah. He could have blew his nose too hard.
Yeah.
He's gonna go,
yeah.
Oh, I got a strain in my neck. Oh, God, I'm going to have to hang it up for
Just
about
take
4
a hit
weeks.
that looked that not bad and make it just seem bad. Oh, my head.
Got to hang it up for about 4 weeks. Got to
Yeah.
get my sticks. I mean, I got to rest up my neck.
Yep. That seems about right.
Yeah. You've got a hell of a matchup for your boys this afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 6-1 Lions in Lambeau, though. In
Yeah.
Lambeau, so that's beneficial to have this one at home first.
Here's the crazy thing.
6-2 pack.
They are 5-4 in their last road games in Lambeau.
Yeah.
Which, that's not terrible. That's above 500 on the road in Lambeau in their last 9.
I mean, for their last 9 in Lambeau,
Yeah.
they play well there, huh? They like the cold weather out. I mean, this is a dome team. You're supposed to take advantage of this.
Oh, they are. They are. I mean, think about it. They went into an opposing dome and beat the wheels off somebody a couple of games ago.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. The pack should be taking advantage of the outdoors here.
I mean,
Because what's weather going to be like up there? 52 at kickoff today?
that's not that bad.
By the time it gets to 8 o'clock, though, it'll be nippy.
It'll be a little on the chilly side, but
Yeah.
they'll be all right. They'll be all right. But I need the Pack to win. That would tie them for the division lead
Yes, it
with a
would.
win. God, the Lions are just so good.
Offensively, they are sound. The thing is, you're going to have to get to a shootout with them because defensively, they're not fantastic. So they can be scored on.
They can be scored on, but they do lead
need
the
to
league in turnovers
Mm-hmm.
as far as interceptions.
I mean, that's always beneficial to a team, right? That's going to allow for an offense to
Extra possessions.
extra possessions. You're going to be able to run the score up at that point because you're just giving them the football. And that's an offense you just can't give the ball away to. You've got to protect the football. You've got to make sure you minimize any mistakes you can against this team simply because of that. And being that it's not a great defense, that will be beneficial for Jordan Love and the boys today.
Well, Hutchinson being gone, that affects their pass rush. Even though rumor is they're looking. They're searching.
They've got to. You're too damn close to it being a magical season to
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw something this morning on NFL Network. They're talking about going after what's the guy playing on the other side of Myles Garrett? Let me look up.
Oh, in Cleveland?
Yep, that's who they're trying to target essentially.
I don't know why you don't just unload Garrett here.
Because you
If
probably
you're Cleveland, you unload Garrett. You stockpile picks.
if I was Detroit, I would give up 2 firsts for Miles Garrett right now. In his prime,
But are
you
gonna be
know
able to
what you're getting.
But are you going to be able to re-sign him? That's the thing.
He just redid his deal like last year or 2 years ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Can you afford him? You got to know it was on salary right now, you know?
Yeah.
And I got to imagine they're probably up against the cap because they re-signed St. Brown this offseason.
Re-sign Golf.
Yep. Re-signed Golf. Re-signed Montgomery.
Yeah.
Montgomery wasn't expensive or anything.
No.
I mean, you still re-signed him. You're going to be coming up on Gibbs in 2 more years. Well, no, 3 years.
Yeah, you got 3 years on Gibbs.
3 years on Gibbs now.
Got a few years on Gibbs.
Yeah.
And if you wanted to play hardball with him, you got 5.
Right.
Technically, you could go 6. It'd piss him off.
Yeah, if you want to throw the franchise tag around.
Yeah.
That'd
I mean,
piss
well,
people off.
if you really want to go honest, I mean, you can go 7 years on his rookie deal. You're just franchising him the last 2.
Yeah.
But no one wants it to get to that way. And
No.
I think they like having the 2-headed monster. I think it,
Well, it keeps
Crazy.
the wear and tear down on them. You know,
yeah.
it's not a bad move for sure.
But anyway, I'm still rooting for a Packers victory.
Of course,
Yeah.
they are 2.5 point home dogs.
I am not touching it.
I touched it. I got Lions winning by more than 2.5. Sorry, bro.
Of course you did.
That offense is putting up points, man.
They are.
They're putting up points. It is hard to argue. Because Green Bay ain't putting up points right now. So I get it.
Jared Goff has just looked fantastic.
I mean, the whole offense looks fantastic. It is running it's a fine oil machine right there, man.
Yeah. And then you got, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say as a fan of the Packers, I am semi jealous of the whole Detroit kind of bravado that they have. Like from head coach through the team, like they are in.
Mm-hmm.
They're that team that is a solid team. It is all about the team. There's no outside outside noise. There's none of that. It is all for one for all with it.
That is.
You know. And I'm going to give you a team that is the exact opposite of what they are, and that is Dallas. Mm-hmm. Dallas is the exact opposite. I mean, you're looking at a lame duck coach.
Oh yeah, he's got nothing. He's gone.
Yeah, I mean, short of a miracle and them running out and winning a Super Bowl, that's the only way McCarthy's coming back.
Yeah, I mean, there's too many injuries already to this team.
Yeah.
And then that
No running game,
no
the
running
lack of a
game.
run defense.
Yeah, it's built poorly. And now you're looking at it as they're not going to be able to re-sign Micah Parsons because of the amount of money that's been dealt out. And if you end up doing that, you better draft well.
Well, that's the problem
Because-
is they haven't.
No, the last few years now.
I mean,
The years prior, that's what made them successful because they kept all this talent on, rookie deals.
Yeah.
But at this point, the team's up against it, and they just don't. I don't see an improvement coming.
No, I like the whole we're all in. You are far from being all in, my man.
Yeah.
Far. But anyway, that's not really where we were going. I was just kind of using that as a reference.
Yeah, no, we were just going back because anytime we can talk shit about the Cowboys, we're definitely.
Oh,
gonna do it.
always.
Yeah,
Always.
I'm all about shitting on them.
Yeah. Then we have at 425 we have the Rams and Seahawks.
Yeah, this one's in Seattle. Seattle's a 1.5 point home dog.
That's because the Rams are getting healthy.
The Rams are getting healthy. They are. Nakua came back and had himself a game last week.
Yeah. Cup's coming back.
Cubs coming back. It's looking good, man. They're on the upward tick, right? Yeah. Seahawks, they've been kind of just on this wave. Can't really tell what they're doing.
Well, they've got injuries right now too. Metcalf's out. Gino's been a little bit of a turnover machine.
Yeah, well, he's 8 and 7, I think.
Yeah.
8 tutties and 7 picks. So, I mean, yeah, he's not been super productive.
I want to think he's leading in passing yards, though.
He's about 2,200 yards this year, right now. Could be.
I think he is.
I think you might be right. Let's see, Falcons still.
He is number one in passing yardage.
Dak is 9 of 9 for 80 yards today. So.
Ooh.
And they're at 4th and 1 on ATL 44. Dallas just called a timeout.
God, that was horrible.
They're probably going to have to kick a field goal. Let's see. The other 4 o'clock game is the Jaguars against the Birds.
Your birds, sir.
Yes,
your
sir.
birds.
Birds are 7.5-point home favorites.
As they should be.
It is Kelly Green Day.
Oh.
So go bust out the Kelly Green jerseys. I think you saw what could be a turnaround for the offense this season last week.
Yeah.
But it took a lot of everything, right? It took the turnovers from the defense. It took the offense execute late in that game. But that's the offense that we know this team has the talent to do.
Yeah.
And I like the outlook for the offense going forward. The defense has already been good. Defense has been sound. I'm happy with it. This is your opportunity to show me that this offense is real. Come out here and score some points in the first quarter for once. That'd be great. I would like to see that happen. Just go ahead and end that bullshit. We haven't scored in the first quarter since week 16, I think, last year.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's nuts. We're week 9. Wow. Granted, last week wasn't really their fault. The Bengals used 10 minutes of the clock in the first quarter. So.
Well, that's how you rest your defense. That's how you keep the other team off the field. I mean, that's good strategy.
No, I mean, it worked out. That thing, it was a tie ball game up until 2.5 minutes left in the third quarter.
Yeah.
And the Birds opened it wide up. But that's what I'm saying. Let's put 4 quarters of football together, boys. Like, let's come out and fucking dominate to start a game, build ourselves a lead, and see how we do when we work with a lead, right? That's what I want to see.
Yeah.
I want to see this team operate with a lead.
When they have the lead, it should be just a lot of high dose. So here you go, Saquon.
Exactly.
Here you go. Just go get it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we'll see. I mean, the 2 losses on the year, the Atlanta one was that was a fluke. Shouldn't be. I mean, they are a drop pass away from being 6-1.
Yeah. Yeah, they are. They are. Man, I just feel bad for the Jaguars today.
Why?
I think they get torched today.
I hope so. I
feel like they get torched today.
I hope so. I want to see that offense. I think the defense is going to be fine. Because, ETN's still out, isn't he?
Yeah.
They got no one. I mean, well, actually, Thomas has been pretty solid for him.
He has been fantastic.
He came out of nowhere.
I wouldn't say he came out of nowhere. The problem is he was the number 2 back at LSU. Neighbors got all the attention.
Yeah, but look at him now.
Yeah. And not that Neighbors hasn't been good.
Neighbors has been good. But no, LSU wide receiver you.
It's still, they're kind of turning into it, yeah.
You think about it, between them and Ohio State, they're pumping out some fucking
pumping them out, son. That used to be Florida State, Miami, and Florida back in the day.
Right.
Skill position guys, we got them all.
Yep.
Here you go. Who you want? Anyway, the 8 o'clock game tonight is the Indianapolis Colts and the Minnesota Vikings.
Colts on the road, so Vikings are 5.5-point favorite at home.
Yep. I would like to comment on the Vikings game from last week real quick about the Rams. It was a good win. That was a horrible missed call.
Awful.
I mean,
that was awful.
Horrible. The ref was right there. How he did not see that, I have no idea.
That's the same question I had. I was like, dude, you're right. There was 2 guys right there.
You know, it was the same officiating crew that missed the pass interference in the Chiefs-Atlanta game. The same crew, same guy.
do you miss those calls?
Dude, it yanked his head all the way around. Like,
He's got to. He's got money on the game. Something.
I don't know how you. I didn't see it. If I didn't see it, can't call it. And then you see the replay of it, and it's just like, you missed that.
You're looking at it.
Yeah.
Like here you are.
You could see him in the background.
You're like, there's a flag here in my pocket. I'm just gonna leave it right here for now.
Not that I'm saying that Minnesota could have won the game. I mean, that was but that would have gave them a first down with like 45 seconds.
I mean, it changes the outlook of that game a little bit. Yeah.
Puts a little tarnish on it.
Yeah. The Thursday night game we didn't talk about. I was shocked the Jets came away with that one.
I was really shocked.
Yeah.
I still think the Jets are terrible.
I think this one was just it was a weird game for CJ Stroud. He came out and he absolutely stunk.
Yeah, he looked bad.
That was one of the worst games I think I've ever seen Stroud play.
I mean, he only completed 11 passes or something like that. 6 of them were to Tank Dell.
Yep, and luckily he's got Nico Collins coming back. So
once they get healthy, like what I'm trying to figure out is where's Stephon Diggs in this mix?
He's gone. He's done for the season.
Did he?
Yeah, I think he tore his Achilles.
What?
Yeah, don't you remember seeing that?
I do not.
Yeah.
How did I miss that?
I don't know. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Diggs is done for the year.
Was that before or after he was crying?
That's why he was crying, probably. Yeah, he tore his ACL. Never mind.
Oh, yeah, he's done.
Yep.
He's done. Now, I thought I heard a little rumblings of, his usual, where's my touches?
I'm sorry, buddy, but go out there and get him.
You knew where you were coming.
Well, yeah, he spreads the football out.
I mean, Dell, Collins, him, Schultz. And now we questioned that move a couple of years ago by Dalton Schultz. We're like, what are you doing?
Yeah, it was like, why?
He actually took less money to go there. That's what's crazy. He's like, yeah, I don't like Dallas so much. I'm willing to take less money to leave.
I would too, man. I hear you.
but he's still not losing anything.
Right.
He's still getting, because Texas doesn't have state tax or anything like that either. So
you're getting some bang for the buck there.
Mm-hmm. But anyway, I was shocked in that game. I did not see that coming. I actually expected the Jets to lose. Rodgers looked okay. Looked closer to
what you wanted from him out of New York. Yeah.
I still think any more pass attempts than what he did the other night, I still think you want to keep his attempts low.
Yeah. I mean, 32 in a game is about as high as I'd want it to be.
Yeah. I think you got exactly what you wanted out of Joe Mixon. 24 for 106 and a touchdown.
Brees Hall should be touching the ball a hell of a lot more than he has been.
Yeah, Brees Hall should be.
Yeah, he should be.
He should 25 to 30 touches a game.
Yeah, in some capacity and mixed in between the run and pass game. I agree. We didn't talk about the Vikings being fully stocked on offense now. Hawkinson is back.
And
that he's been sitting on my fantasy roster.
I know. I got another week or two, and I'll be able to get Pitts pretty cheap.
What if he blows up this week? He ain't gonna be cheap for you.
If he was gonna blow up, he'd already be blowing up, sir.
Yeah, he did blow up early last week. I was like, fuck.
It was early.
Yeah, he caught like a 49-yard touchdown pass to start off the game. And I'm like, this son of a bitch.
Kirk Cousins is 11 of 12 for 98 yards.
Calm your tits over there, fucking Kirk Cousins. Yeah, Brock Bowers is he was in the red zone. Damn it.
I don't know what's going on. I'm scared to look.
Kyle Pitts has one catch for 11 yards.
Something happened. Took a jump. It had to be Kurt scoring. Oh, Kurt just threw another touchdown pass.
Damn it.
He had to. Score is 13-3 now.
Well, that's right.
Second touchdown pass. Who'd he throw it to?
Probably Kyle Pitts. Nope, wasn't Pitts.
Wouldn't be Jean either.
Darnell Mooney.
See, I told you it was going to be Mooney.
Mooney this time. And the Falcons are up 14-3 on the shitty Cowboys.
I like it a lot.
I'm a fan. I like it a lot. Ooh, speaking of, Miami's up 10-3 on Buffalo right now.
I see that.
Ooh.
That is one we went the other way on, sir.
Yeah. Did not see this going. I need the Bills to wake up.
Yeah.
I have them winning by 3.
Yeah, I could use them waking up.
You and me both.
Faux show.
Browns are in the red zone right now. They're down 7-0. Titans still up 7-0.
Commanders up 14-7.
Yeah, Commode's got it. Oh, did we talk about the Monday night game? Bucks at Chiefs?
No, we haven't talked about Bucks and Chiefs.
Chiefs are 9-point favorites at home. I like, give me the Bucks.
Give me the Bucks +9 all day long.
Yeah,
I will take it.
Chiefs haven't really beaten the shit out of anybody.
No.
You know? So I got to imagine that this is going to be a lot closer than that. I mean, Baker Mayfield has 2,100 yards on the year, 21 touchdowns. He has thrown 9 picks, but my man's slinging it.
Dude, he's doing what he's asked to do. I mean, he's played well. You got to think, he threw 3 picks last week or something like that. So it was 21 touchdowns, 6 picks before the last game or something crazy like that. Let's see.
Yeah, you look around the league right now in terms of what the standings are looking like. Bills are going to be the clear runaway favorites in the AFC East, obviously. The Jets, Dolphins, and Patriots all look like trash, and probably will continue to be trash. So, like I said, I think the Bills are going to run away. AFC North is a lot more interesting. Steelers and Ravens are going to go back and forth. The Ravens are surprising because sometimes they look like the best team in football.
They look like world beaters.
And then the next week, you look at them and you're like, you lost to the Browns, dude.
The game that got me...
How you lose to the Browns?
The game that got me with Baltimore as far as like looking like world beaters was last year, the Detroit game in Baltimore. You're like, holy shit. You know, this is pre-Derrick Henry forever. You're like, they might be the best team in the AFC.
Cortland Sutton just threw a 2-yard pass for a touchdown.
What?
Hell yeah.
That's funny.
I'll take it.
You only get 4 points for it, though, right?
In this league, yes, I think so. Yeah, damn it. Catch him. Dang it, Bobby.
Anyway, sir, do we want to get in a little bit to yesterday's slate?
Yeah, we will. I'm just going to run back through these standings here. You got Steelers and Ravens, of course, in the AFC North. Steelers up by half a game. They're 6-2. Ravens 5-3. Then we've got the AFC South. Texans look like they should take this one. Colts, though, are keeping it interesting.
Yeah, just 2 games back.
Jaguars and Titans bringing up the rear of that one.
Yeah.
I mean, they're the rear for sure. AFC West, Chiefs at 7-0. I mean, they should have at least 2 losses at this point.
Yeah, the Atlanta game should be a loss.
Yeah.
Easy.
Absolutely. That should have been a loss.
Then we look at the NFC East.
I mean, they should have probably. I mean, the Raiders blew that one with that fumble of the late last week, but they didn't get the Niners at full strength.
Nope.
And that Chargers game was closer than I thought it was going to be. But yeah, definitely the Falcons. Hell, they could have lost to the Bengals too.
Yeah.
And this team is so fucking lucky. That's why they're 7-0.
Yeah.
And there's nothing about this team that screams they're the best team in football.
Nothing.
But technically, when you go through their schedule, the toughest one was probably the Ravens to start the year. Every other team has been underwhelming. The Bengals under 500, Falcons right at 500, right?
Chargers game above 500, I think, at the moment.
Saints are awful. Niners are at 500. Raiders are awful.
Yeah.
So I think the Buccaneers are actually going to be a good test on Monday night.
Yeah, it's going to be a very good test.
Then it gets a little meatier in the schedule. They got to play the Broncos, whose defense has been pretty fucking phenomenal. I think they've been the best defense in football to start the year. Then you go on the road at the Bills, who have looked good. Right now it's a little slow start.
Yeah.
You get a break again with the Panthers and Raiders. You're going to have to play that Chargers team again. You got the Texans, Steelers, and Broncos again.
You got at the Browns, who could be a tougher team.
They're definitely a tough route, right?
Yeah. Browns can play defense. We do know that.
That's one thing they got going for them.
But,
yeah. So, anyways, Broncos are keeping that one interesting. Chargers, of course, as well.
Yep.
It's going to be a lot closer. I mean, it's crazy the difference they are between being 7-0 and probably 5-2.
Yeah.
Maybe even 4-3.
Yeah. I'm not. I mean, Bengals Atlanta game probably could have gone the other way.
Yeah.
I definitely think the Atlanta game would have went the other way.
Right.
Not no ifs, ands, and buts about it.
Right. See, the NFC East, you got the Commodes on top, surprising at 6-2. They're playing the Giants today too, so that should be 7-2 after today. Birds got Jacksonville. Hopefully, we'll be 6-2 after today, as the Birds have already had their bye. Looks like the Cowboys are on their way to 3-5.
Yeah,
I love it. Couldn't be happier with that.
Oh, I'm sure.
2-7 looks like the result, and probably a Brian Daboll. 2 more losses for Daboll, and I think he's out. I think he's gone mid-season. If it keeps going down the shitter like it has been, because by then, if he loses today, that'll be 4 losses in a row. Take 2 more on top of that.
I'm surprised they didn't make a change in the offseason, to be honest. But there's certain things that I like that Daboll does.
Yeah.
Like, their defense is playing a lot better than they did last year. A lot.
That's fair.
Where they're having problems is their quarterback position.
I mean, we know that, but you signed him to this long-term fucking deal.
You did.
So you're stuck with him.
I mean,
you knew we all knew it was a joke when you signed him for that. There was a point where Daniel Jones was the highest paid quarterback in this league.
For about 5 seconds.
It doesn't matter.
For about 5 seconds. He
was there.
He was there.
And
now what he is actually he's got a team-friendly deal. If you only talk numbers.
Well, yeah, if you're stupid and wait like the Cowboys, now you got to pay Dak. You had to pay Dak all this money.
I still can't believe they gave him $60+ million.
Dumb. And look where they're at right now.
In the toilet.
Mm-hmm.
They gave him the big deal. They gave CD the big deal.
I would have let his ass walk. I would have let Dak go. I would have signed Micah. Micah's younger, long-term. Would have made more sense. You're shoring up your captain of the defense for the years to come. And because, I mean, Dak.
Who you're replacing Dak with?
Doesn't matter. You're saving the money you need to invest it elsewhere.
Doesn't matter. It's still going to be trash.
Right. I mean, don't you think there could be another quarterback that's going to get them to 3-5 right now?
I could maybe get them to 3-5.
Absolutely.
Nah, I mean, I probably couldn't,
but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, there's a whole lot of quarterbacks in this league. I mean, you could have gone out. I mean, who's the backup there? What's his name? San Francisco. Came from San Francisco.
No, he did. Oh, Trey Lance is number 3. Trey Lance is 3. They still got Cooper Rush is their number 2 guy.
Yeah. That's right.
Cooper's their number 2 guy, and it's just.
You don't think he could be right here? You think Dak is the reason for those 3 wins?
No, I ain't gonna say he's the reason for those 3 wins.
They played their wins have been the Browns, the Giants, and surprisingly the Steelers. And the Steelers fucked up because they didn't run the football.
Yeah.
That's all they had to do. Najee should have been eating all day in that game, and they didn't do that.
And the Browns, they played the Browns with Deshaun Watson.
Yes. Game 1 of the year.
Let me see this. I don't really know Dak's stats. I just want to see them.
Oh, I'm sure they're not awful.
They're not awful. They're 1,800 yards. Let's see, regular season.
He's got 10 touchdowns and 8 picks. He's been sacked 18 times.
Yeah.
QB rating at 84.5.
Yeah.
Not an awful year.
Not awful.
Not the best
Not
quarterback in
great
the
either.
league.
No.
Not to be paid like that.
No. Nope. That's what happens with all these guys. Get that big deal.
Mm-hmm. He does have 3. No, he has no fumbles, actually. So that's surprising.
What's crazy is he had 6 interceptions in like probably his 3 hardest game stretches.
Mm-hmm.
The Pittsburgh, Detroit, San Francisco. He has 6 interceptions in those 3 games.
Yeah.
Which, I was completely cool with the Detroit one. Defense scored me like 19 points or something that week.
Nice.
But anyway, I don't know. I don't think.
Derrick Henry just scored again? Is that what I see?
No, probably.
Oh, never mind. No, he got that earlier.
I don't think Dak is terrible. I just have a hard time.
But is he worth the money is what I'm saying. When you have the ability to sign somebody else like Micah Parsons long term, what makes more sense? I feel like that offense would just be the same with or without Dak Prescott.
I think it would. I get it, what you're saying, but it's, I don't know. It's one of those, who are you going to replace him with?
Doesn't matter. You go draft another guy.
At this rate, yeah, it could be a high pick at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, there's guys coming out that you could get a guy this year if you want. I mean, we already know Carolina's probably drafting one.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm talking about.
We already know.
Go off and grab one.
We already know the Raiders are grabbing one.
Mm-hmm.
The Giants are going to be in the market. They can't not be.
They have to be.
Unless, and this actually isn't a dumb idea either. Start putting pieces everywhere but the quarterback spot. And then when your guy is there, get him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like put the team together minus the quarterback. Which is probably something they should have did for Daniel Jones 5 years ago.
I agree.
I mean, I in no way think Daniel Jones is the end-all, be-all of quarterbacks. But at the same time, the Giants never really put him, I feel, in a great position either. I think it's a combination of both. I don't think it's all Daniel Jones sucks. I think it's all, hey, we can't draft.
Mm-hmm.
The only skill player he really had the entire time he was there. I mean, I don't want to discredit Darren Waller because he wasn't terrible, but he was done by that time, I guess. Saquon is about the best skill position player he's had.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense.
So I don't know.
He hasn't really been outfitted with the best talent.
No, not at all. And then they've made straight up just poor offensive line positions. They've just drafted the wrong guy. It seemed like 3 or 4 years in a row where they were trying to use.
Well, that's the thing, though. You gotta get that right.
But it'll happen. It'll happen. Beer assistant made a delivery. I like it.
Beer made.
Yeah, I like it. I like it.
When we're out of beers, this hand delivered.
Yeah.
Much appreciated.
Should have brought us 2 of those Jello shots. We should have done.
That's true. Damn it, Bobby.
I'm on it.
The old-fashioned ones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's all that's left. I think we drink all the other ones.
Let's see. Yeah, but yeah, man, they were delicious, by the way.
Yeah, man, that was a cool little find of mine. I was like, let's try these out, and it turned out pretty damn good. Here you go.
But
50-year storm.
I like it. You know how I feel about the doubles, bro.
They're good. They can't knock your croquet ball in the bush, though. Let's see. Well, I got nothing else. Yeah, we gotta go to college football, I guess.
Yeah.
So I bet on Kentucky to lose by more than 17.5 yesterday, and Kentucky only lost by 10.
And they played tough yesterday.
That's what you're saying. I mean, Kentucky was winning at one point, and I was like, "What the hell's going on?" Which then I was like, "Well, of course they're winning, so I can't even do this."
Thank you.
So it just doesn't make any sense to me. Oh, you got a napkin with these. Thank you. You'd like that.
Oh, Lord.
Let's see. Players seeking trade to Commanders.
Who is seeking trade to them?
Players want to be traded to Commanders at deadline. That is news. In recent weeks, there have been players who privately stated or told their agents that they would want to be traded to the Commanders. It's possible the Commanders could comply by Tuesday's 4 p.m. trade deadline. The Commanders have explored adding a corner and could use help at wide receiver. Even if the Commanders can't complete any trades by the deadline, the fact that certain players would like to land in Washington bodes well for the franchise and free agency in years to come. I mean, I can get that. It looks like a new type of offense. It's a fun offense, right?
It's fresh.
They're explosive. They put up points, and it's favorable to running backs. It's favorable to wide receivers. It's favorable to tight ends. I mean, hell, I saw Zach Ertz go out there in his old age and catch like 6 or 7 balls the other day. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, I think I started him a couple of weeks ago.
Hurts my heart a little bit.
Oh, I'm sure it does. I mean, why am I having a brain fart on their offensive coordinator? It's freaking. He was a coach in Arizona.
Well, Dan Snyder's that coach.
Oh, I know it's Dan Snyder, but it's the offense. The OC is the former Cardinals head coach, Cliff Kingsbury.
Oh yeah, it's Kingsbury. That's right.
I like what he's done. Like I like it a lot.
I agree.
He is doing what he wanted to do with Kyler Murray, with probably a better version.
I agree. I mean, we know. We already saw it.
Yeah, I mean, he's been. I thought he was going to be pretty good, but he has been real good.
Nah, man, yeah, he's exceeded my expectations of him this year, for sure. College football started Friday night this week. Boise State, of course, number 15 team in the country. They have probably my favorite for the Heisman.
Yeah, and what's sad, I believe he is like 3rd or 4th.
He shouldn't be, though.
At the moment.
This man ran for 149 yards and 2 touchdowns on Friday night.
He's a beast, sir. He is a beast. Boise State looking like the best group of 5 team.
Yeah.
And their one loss was to Oregon, who they gave Oregon all they could handle.
Yeah, every bit they could handle. So far this year, 1,525 yards.
That's crazy.
He's got almost 200 more yards than he did last year on 30 less carries.
And he still has 4 games left. And he's got, what did you say, 1,500 yards, almost 1,600 yards?
Yeah, 1,525 yards, 20 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's pretty, God.
That's phenomenal.
Technically, that's 21 touchdowns. He got 81 yards receiving and a
My
receiving
man's,
touchdown.
He's averaging 8 yards a carry.
Sick. Sick. And
he's gonna be fun to watch at the next level. Because he's doing that against talented teams too.
Yeah. Like he rolled against Oregon like that. Like I want to think he had 200 on Oregon.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. Let's see. I can pull it. I just had the stats here.
Yeah, that's what I was getting ready to do is pull up the Oregon stat. 25 carries for 192 yards and 3 touchdowns. In a 37-34 loss.
Yeah. Dude's legit.
I mean, oof. Dropped 260 against Washington State. Ooh.
Washington State ain't good though.
No, they ain't good. 260 and 4 touchdowns.
Yeah.
On 26 carries. That was 10 yards a carry.
It was nuts.
He had a stretch of games where he averaged the least amount of yards in these 3 games was 10 yards a carry. He had a game where he had 11.5 yards a carry and 14.3 yards a carry.
This dude's fun, man. I like watching him play. He's phenomenal.
Yeah. Hawaii, he had 13 carries for 186 yards and 3 touchdowns. Those
are video game numbers.
They were video game numbers, 100%. 100%. The Georgia Southern game, he had 20 carries, 267 yards, 6 touchdowns.
6 touchdowns in a game.
In one game? Like, what do you do with that?
That's phenomenal. That's phenomenal.
13.5 yards a carry?
Right. Yeah, like I said, this guy should definitely be.
He should get some run at the next level.
Oh, he's definitely
for sure.
Oh, he's definitely getting run at the next level.
And it's just the way he stands in the backfield.
Straight up.
Straight up.
Waiting for the football.
Yeah. I saw that same stance out of Jahmyr Gibbs.
I did too. Now that you say it, yeah.
Like he was kind of just standing there.
Yeah.
And from what I've read, is he stands there like that because if he just stands straight up like that, he's not giving any kind of indication which way he's going until he's moving. Like there's no essentially tell on what he's doing. Yeah. Did you go down on it over there?
It's boozy.
Oh, I know.
They're good though.
Sorry.
Halloween leftovers.
Man, you were the good house.
We were. Whew. God, I even taste that fucking.
I went down to.
Bourbon is in there, boy.
I went to Jen's house after I got off work Thursday.
Oh yeah.
And her neighborhood, it took me 15 minutes to get to her house from the front of her neighborhood.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, it's a minute of a drive anyway.
Yeah.
But it's because it's like a big golf course neighborhood.
But it was just packed with people.
Oh my God, dude! Like you pull in and there was cars parked everywhere, and people and kids, and there was cars, there was trucks like pulling trailers and stuff with a bunch of kids on the back that would stop every 5 houses and let them run around and come back.
It was pretty tame over here. Wasn't that bad?
Oh man, the neighborhood I usually take Taylor to, it's insane.
Yeah, my old neighborhood, it was wild.
That's the way this neighborhood was.
It was a party.
You're
There's thousands of people out in the streets, and you're just like, holy shit, I'm gonna lose a kid.
Yep. There's a bunch of kids, bunch of adults. Every other house has adult treats along with the kid treats, and you're just like, all right, I'm down for trick or treat.
Yeah, me and Christina both, we made all these Jello shots, so adults were, partaking in the festivities as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I just wanted to do something for the dads and get some real Jello shots out there.
I like it.
Those are real though. Ooh.
They are grilled. They are real, sir.
Yeah,
they were delicious.
They're full of bourbon. But back to football. Oregon handled Michigan. Michigan has come back down to reality here. They're 5-4 on the year, 3-3 in the Big Ten. That's about what you expect for a team that lost a lot of talent to the NFL. Yeah. Lost their coach to the NFL.
They're rebuilding. They're retooling.
Yeah, they got to. They'll be fine in a couple of years. Yeah. I don't know if they'll be the same level.
I mean, they just had a really good team last year.
That team was good.
They were just good.
Yeah.
They punched Alabama in the mouth. They punched Washington in the mouth. They punched Ohio State in the mouth. They punched everybody they needed to punch in the mouth, right in the mouth, and didn't care.
Yeah. They had a good attitude last year.
I don't even care about the sign stealing or anything like that, because even your offense, you still have to stop them on offense.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't matter what you're doing. It doesn't matter even, okay, cool, they're going to run this on offense.
Yeah.
You can know that your defense still has to stop the play.
Right, exactly.
So I don't care about that crap. But yeah, they're not that good. I'm telling you, Indiana's going to beat them.
Oregon's. I want to take that. I think that's going to be a part of the parlay because Indiana cashed against Michigan State this weekend.
Yeah, I told you Michigan they tried and they beat the brakes off them like they should,
like they did Nebraska.
Yeah.
I mean, although Nebraska was more of a surprise. Yeah, I'm shocked by Indiana, man. I fucking hate a Hoosier like nobody else, but
What they're doing this year in football is amazing.
It's impressive.
Yeah. What's funny is the coach came out and he's like, "Yeah, man, I win everywhere I go. Google me."
That's pretty impressive. That's a line to throw out there.
Yeah.
I win everywhere I go.
That line was good, and Will Howard's line. I'm not a big Ohio State guy at all.
Yeah.
But they asked Will Howard last week about playing Penn State, and he's like, "Oh man, I'm stoked. I can't wait. I'm from Pennsylvania. I grew up a Penn State fan, and they told me I wasn't good enough to come play for them.
Yeah,
and so I guess we're going to find out this weekend."
Yeah.
And I'm like, I like that attitude, Will. I like it.
It was looking good for Penn State to start off. They were up 10-0 early.
And pick six, and you're like, ooh,
oh,
I liked it.
This is the energy I thought they were going to have. And it was a big letdown after that.
Aller's not great, buddy.
No.
I think that's where they're missing.
I think so too.
He is not good.
They were going in the right direction. Things looked okay this year. This was kind of the make or break, right? Game for them. This is what was going to say Penn State is on this level or this level.
Yep.
And we know they're down here now.
They are not the upper echelon.
Right. Yeah.
Will Howard, Drew Aller yesterday, 12 of 20 for 146 and an INT.
And the thing is, this Ohio State team let Oregon hang 32 on them.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when you know that a good offense can score.
Yeah.
A good offense is going to be able to score.
Yeah, a good offense is going to be able to score on them. You're 100% correct.
And it just lets you know that you don't have the offensive weapons to succeed against this, especially at home.
Yeah. I mean, congratulations, Ryan Day, for finally getting a win against a top 5 team.
Yeah, it took him a while.
It took him a little bit.
But I just don't think Penn State's really the top 5 team that
I don't think they are either. I don't think they are
were at this moment.
Again, the Ohio State stands thing. I don't want to my feelings, but they give Ryan Day too much shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I think his record is like 63-9 as a head coach at Ohio State, and I'm just like, if you ain't happy with that, then you got problems.
What else do you want?
We want to beat Michigan every year. Okay, cool. We'll trade you the Michigan win, but you lose all the other ones. How long is that going to fly?
Yeah, it's not good. But the thing is, it's like you had Michigan's number for the first part of Ryan Day's tenure.
Yeah.
Then Harbaugh finally caught up and started getting the W's. And, so you lost the last 3. Whoop-de shit.
Ooh, man, I'm so sorry.
You're going to beat them this year, so calm the fuck down.
Yeah. I mean, they were, this close to winning a championship or forcing overtime against Georgia a couple of years ago.
They wanted to fire Ryan Day for that.
Bro, they can't. Ohio State fans need to just slow it down. Pump the brakes, sir.
Yeah.
Pump the brakes.
I would love to have that success, please.
Oh, dude,
you can trade with Kentucky any day of the week. I'll be happy with all of that. I promise.
Yeah.
That would be suitable for me.
Let me ask you this question. You'd be completely fine with 10-2, 11-1 season, even if that one loss is to Tennessee.
Yeah, absolutely.
Me too.
I'm used to losing to Tennessee in football anyway. It's fine.
I would trade that with North Carolina all day.
Right, you lose to Duke or State every
year. Dude, give me that Georgia Tech L every year, and I'm fine with it. Give it to me.
This works for me. I got it. This is okay.
I'll take 10 wins. You can lose to Duke and Georgia Tech. I'll take 10 wins all day long, and I would be a happy, happy fan. Right. Hell, I'll take 9 wins all year.
No, every year. It's like if I'm consistent, that means there's going to be some years I get to 10 or 11.
Yeah,
and that's cool with me. I'd be so happy.
Yeah, and then you're going to have that year. If 8-9 wins is where you can get, that's cool because you're going to have that year. Like I said, you're going to pop 10, maybe 11 wins.
And then you're going to have this year.
You're going to have that year where you get 7 wins.
Yeah, Kentucky and Carolina are about the same this year.
I think we're there.
They're like, they might get to a bowl.
We did beat Florida State this weekend.
I knew you would. I told you would. You knew that was going to happen.
I joked a lot. I was like, dude, they better win this game.
Yeah.
They better win. But anyway.
Speaking of Duke, they lost to Miami. They did give them a run.
They were ahead by 9 at one point in the third quarter.
Yeah. But then Miami was like, oh.
We're Miami.
We got to wake the fuck up. What are we doing?
Yeah.
This is Duke. Did we forget who we were playing? And then, then the lights turned on and they started making things happen.
Yeah.
Ward threw for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns in this game.
One of their receivers, I don't remember which one it was. No, that was another game. I'm sorry. Mixing games.
Yeah.
We'll get to that one. But Ward, honestly, if they keep winning, I don't know how you don't give it to him. Don't give him the Heisman.
I mean, it's tough to say you can't, right?
I mean, my problem with Miami has been their defense. Their offense has been great. Their defense has been very, very, very suspect. But again, they did pull out a 22-point victory over Duke this weekend. Not really a shocker by no means. They should take a very good leap up in the polls this week, though. I mean,
with Penn State losing, yeah. But Georgia won, Oregon won, Ohio State's going to go up.
Georgia, I will say Georgia won in a struggle.
It was until the end of the game.
The last 4 minutes. Last 4 or 5 minutes.
That was about the last quarter.
Yeah.
Because it was pretty well in hand after that pick.
The pick 6? Or the first pick?
Yeah, the first pick.
Yeah.
And there was another one.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah. It was pretty well in hand at that point.
Yeah.
All right. The team we were talking about them earlier, South Carolina is unpredictable. Don't know what to think of this team.
None. I have
They're
no clue.
5-3, but, they just smashed A&M.
Yeah.
It looked good in the first half. You're like, okay, this is cool. But, honestly, the 3 losses that South Carolina have are against good opponents. They lost to LSU by 3.
Yep.
They lost to Ole Miss. They got their asses handed to them by Ole Miss.
Yeah.
And then they lost to Bama by 2.
Yeah. They were in the LSU and Alabama games.
Absolutely.
The entire game. And then they just smashed Oklahoma. They smashed A&M last night.
Yeah, they smashed Kentucky.
I don't know what to think about.
Yeah, that one's tough to figure out. I agree. But that says a lot about A&M, too. A&M ain't the team I thought they were going to be.
South Carolina had them on defense last night. It was crazy.
Did.
South Carolina's D looked fantastic.
Yes, sir.
I was flipping back and forth between that and the Clemson-Louisville game, which we'll get to that one here in a few minutes.
Texas Tech knocked off Iowa State.
Yep.
Iowa State was riding high, undefeated, and whoops.
Yeah.
Becht had a game, but just not enough of a game. The problem was he was forced to throw the ball 40 times in a game like this. And it's not good.
Oh, Carson didn't look good this weekend, did he?
No.
All right. Next, in fact, on the list is the Louisville-Clemson game.
Yeah, I'm confused by this one. This one was in Death Valley.
I don't know what happened.
Louisville looks good at times, and then they look like shit at other times. Like the SMU loss, puzzling.
SMU's pretty good.
They're okay, but it's still puzzling. They lost at home to SMU, though.
Yeah.
Those are games you should win. It was a tight game with Virginia. When you've seen other teams beat the crap out of Virginia, they skated by Boston College, and then they come out and look like a dominant team against Clemson.
And if you look at the stats, you're like, just how? How did this happen? Louisville had 156 passing yards. They averaged 4.9 yards per attempt, which is just not good. And Clemson wasn't even better. They were 33 of 56 for 228, averaging 4.1 yards a carry or an attempt.
The thing is, Clemson didn't turn the ball over either.
Didn't turn the ball over. They ran the ball well. They didn't run the ball as well as Louisville, who had 210 yards off of 27 carries.
Yeah, running at 8 yards a clip is pretty impressive.
Yeah. I mean, just Clemson's defense just wasn't there. I don't know. It was just odd. I don't know what to think about any of these ACC teams.
Yeah, it's tough.
I mean,
I'll tell you, Louisville will come out and lose to Kentucky this year in a what you would imagine Louisville would win, right? A game they would automatically win. No, Kentucky will win that game. Just because for whatever fucking reason, right?
Yep.
Indiana's going to move up a lot, I think. You had Clemson lose, you had Iowa State lose, you had A&M lose. You're going to see Indiana in the top 10. I can't tell you last time Indiana was a top 10 football team.
I can't either. I don't remember.
You look at these standings, I'd be thinking this is fucking basketball right now.
Right?
From like the mid-90s. But no.
Well, the Indiana game was next. Michigan State looked the part for all of about one quarter.
Yeah, they were up 10-0 early. I bet it had Indiana fans like, oh, here we go again.
This is where it is.
This is it. This is about right. Oh, I knew this was a fluke.
And then they ran off 47 straight points.
And it was like, oh, maybe this is a real season.
They played fantastic.
In the Big Ten. Yeah.
They're playing great.
I mean, they are playing great.
They did catch a break on their schedule.
They only get Ohio State.
They get Michigan, Ohio State last team, but I don't think Michigan.
They play Purdue last, but Purdue is fucking awful. They're 0-5 in conference. They're bad.
Yep.
But I don't think Michigan's going to be much of a test for them.
No, I don't think they are either.
But they do go on the road against Ohio State. Let's see how good this team is.
God, I would love for them to roll up in the shoe and beat them.
See, I have a tough. I can't root for Indiana, but I think I would much rather them win than Ohio State in football.
Is that a sinkhole game for you?
Yeah, that is definitely a sinkhole game. Meteor, whatever.
Whatever gets the job done.
Whatever gets the job done.
Yeah. Houston knocks off Kansas State.
Yep.
I don't know what to think of the Big 12 right now either. It just seems
there's too much parity along the ACC and the Big 12.
Well, the sad part is there's parity in the SEC too.
Well, the SEC just has a lot of powers that are there. Honestly, South Carolina should be ranked, right?
They probably should.
If you look at some of these other teams that are ranked, South Carolina should be ranked because their losses aren't bad.
No.
And
I mean, the only bad one is the Ole Miss game.
I mean, but yeah, they got destroyed, but those things happen.
Yeah.
Ole Miss lost to Kentucky.
Yeah. I mean, it happens.
Yeah.
Shit happens.
Right.
Ole Miss woke up yesterday, though.
Ooh, yeah, they did.
Anyway.
Arkansas thought they might have had a shot, and then that second quarter hit, and they were like, woo, never mind.
Second and third, they scored
Lane Kiffin's
49 in 2 quarters. Yeah. It's like, ooh.
Lane Kiffin's offense woke up yesterday.
That was the game Jackson Dart went 25 of 31, 515, 6 touchdowns.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Wilkins, their wide receiver, 8 catches, 254, 5 touchdowns. That is just stupid.
5 touchdown catches in a game.
30 yards a catch.
This is on the road in Arkansas, mind you.
On the road.
Yeah.
I don't know. Come on, LSU. Ole Miss, I need you to get in it. I need everybody else to start losing.
Army handled Air Force as expected.
That game got me. I had Army plus 18.5.
Oh, well, I had Georgia for 14.5. They won by 14. I was like, son of a bitch.
That's how my life goes, bro.
Yeah, mine too.
How my life goes.
Mine too. I was disappointed. Minnesota knocked off Illinois yesterday. They are both 6-3 at this point.
Minnesota is on the rise. They're looking like they're playing a little better at the moment.
Yeah, it's a little change in their
their
outlook on the year. I mean, they lost to Carolina to start the year, so you knew it was bad.
Yeah. yeah, I'm with it.
They lost to Michigan and Iowa, which, I mean, They let Iowa hang 31 on them, though. You know that's bad.
It is bad. Hey, man, Carolina's one win away from being bowl eligible, though, so that's pretty nice.
Good for them.
I know. I'm pretty stoked.
Where are they going to get it at?
Let's see. What's their schedule they got left?
They got NC State left. And it could be
They got Wake Forest, Boston College, NC State left.
Boston College should be a must-win.
Should be. Boston College is 1-3 right now in the ACC, 4-4 overall.
Yeah, I think you got a shot with Boston College.
You got a shot at NC State.
NC State.
You got a shot at Wake Forest.
Yeah. Well, Wake Forest is in Chapel Hill, so that'd be a good one. You got to go on the road at Boston College. That's going to be a cold one. And then you come back to Chapel Hill for NC State.
But, if you guys want to win the last 3, that would be just fine, too.
It's not happening.
Man, I just need to win 1. So I need just win 1. But 3 would be good. That would put us at 8-4, right about where I feel like we should be.
I mean, that's not a bad record, really. Kentucky's got to win their last 3. And I don't think it's happening. They'll win in 2 weeks against Murray State.
You think that's it?
That's it, probably. They might get a win against Louisville. There is no way in fucking hell they're beating Texas in fucking Arlington.
Probably not, no. No, probably not on that one, sir. Probably not.
It's not happening.
Oh, man.
That's in Austin. I said Arlington.
Yeah.
It's all in the same fucking vicinity. Who gives a shit?
What else happened in sports this week?
Yeah, just can't. These last 4 Kentucky games have just been depressing.
Yeah, whatever. Whatever. I don't know, sir.
Well, next week you have Georgia and Ole Miss.
Yeah.
That's going to be a good one. You got Bama and LSU.
That'll be a good one.
Yeah, so some very impressive matchups next week. You got a lot of teams taking off next week, too. Ohio State gets to murder Purdue next week.
They need a good murder game.
Yeah.
It is crazy. They play college games on Tuesday night now.
That is weird, right?
Just weird. Every day of the week.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. We mentioned Indiana and Michigan next week. That one's in Bloomington, so see how that one goes.
Florida at Texas next week.
Florida State goes to Notre Dame. Notre Dame will probably.
That was supposed to be a big game, and it is not going to be.
Not at all. Washington's on the road at Penn State for Penn State to bounce back. And a whole lot of interesting matchups next week.
No, just Georgia, Ole Miss pretty much, and
yeah, Georgia, Ole Miss, and then Bama, LSU.
Yeah, that's about it. All the other ranked teams, I feel like, are going to handle what they're supposed to do. Hey, by the way, you said Washington State sucks. They are ranked 22nd.
What?
Or
they're 7-1. They snuck up on me here.
Their lone loss is the Boise State.
Damn. Well, color me impressed. Now, not super impressed. Let's look at what they've done.
Oh,
Portland State, Texas Tech, Washington, San Jose State, Fresno State, Hawaii, San Diego State.
They're playing that Mountain West schedule.
Yeah. I mean, they could sneak in there. They're first in the Pac-12.
Good for them.
How's Oregon State looking?
Probably not great.
Well, they play Oregon State towards the end of the year. Let's click over here to Oregon.
4-4.
4-4.
Not good, brother.
They, of course, lost to Oregon. And they've dropped their last 3 at Nevada, UNLV, at Cal. Mm-hmm. Ooh, Cal destroyed them 44-7. Cal is a bad fucking football team.
Cal is very bad.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah. That means Oregon State ain't good at all.
Mm-mm.
The Pac-12 standings as it stands: Washington State 7-1, Oregon State 4-4.
Yep. That's crazy.
If you ain't first, you're last is really true in this conference.
It is true for this year.
This year.
Then it's going to change next year. They're still trying to fill out the rest of that conference. Good on them for trying to put it back together.
I agree. I think you still need to have it. I mean, it just makes sense.
The one I'm most confused about is the Gonzaga pickup. They don't have football. Are they going to get football?
Are they going to? I mean, I would suggest that would be
maybe something that's going on.
Cards, right? I would want that to be something that happens. Because
I mean, just slap a team together, be the butt of the joke in football.
It's still going to make money.
Still going to make money.
Because imagine the television deal that's going to come in. You're going to rise like no football program has risen before.
Yeah, you're coming.
Because you're coming in at the Pac-12 level. You're going to be considered a Power 5 conference. And you're brand new to football, but it doesn't matter. The amount of money you're raking in, you're just going to be throwing it away.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you'll be giving 3-star recruits $1 million to come play.
They'll do whatever. It was just weird to me. I mean, who else is on that list? I know Boise State is talking about it's joining, right? Is it Boise State, UNLV?
Yeah, most of the Mountain West is going to be depleted here.
Yeah, Mountain West is going to be one trying to survive.
Right. Mm-hmm.
There's so many schools. There's been talk about them potentially going after like South Dakota and North Dakota, who are power football programs.
In Division II.
Yeah.
Or Division I or 2A.
Are they
it's
the
Division I, 2A.
Are they the FCS? No, we're the FCS. They're the FBS, right?
Yeah.
What are they?
FCS is Division II or whatever you call it. Division I, 2A. I don't know. Because basketball and football are different too. And
they're the FCS.
That's what I said.
Yeah. North Dakota State is currently number 1 in that poll. South Dakota State is number 3.
So let's see. I think what you're looking at is what you said: Boise State, Colorado State, UNLV, San Diego State. Those are 4 teams that are going to come out. I thought Hawaii was one of them too. Pac-12.
They might be.
I think Hawaii's one. Nevada was one. They're basically just swooping in and killing the Mountain West here.
Let's see. What teams are joining? I got it. Let's see.
Oh, speaking of, have you seen?
It is Gonzaga, Boise State, Colorado State, Cal State, Fresno, San Diego State, Utah State.
Have you seen San Diego State's quarterback?
No.
So
Do I need to?
Yeah, you need to take a look.
San Diego State, huh? All right.
It has some Danny McBride vibes from Eastbound and Down.
No way. No way. Let's look at
Look up Danny O'Neal.
Hang on, I'm getting there. Mountain West. You said who? San Diego State.
Yeah, San Diego State's quarterback.
Oh.
He's from Indianapolis, Indiana, and he's a true freshman.
Dude, he is straight up throwing some Danny McBride vibes out.
All right, now look up the backup quarterback.
Kyle Crum.
The fucking 70s porn stash on this kid. This is an all-time lineup right now.
Dude, I like it.
Oh, God, I wish I could put this on the screen. I wish I knew what I was doing. Oh, jeez. And the third-string quarterback, well, A.J. Duffy. Yeah, he doesn't really fit in, I don't think, in the quarterback room. Kyle Crum and Danny O'Neal are killing pussy. I guarantee it.
Danny O'Neal. Lord. Man, he is not great, is he?
No, he's not great, but, I mean, honestly, true freshman, though.
Yeah.
He's got 2 more years to just kill it out
Speaking of which, man, I had a NCAA college football snafu this week that I did not understand. Well, you know, I recruited and I was starting a true freshman who played fairly well for a freshman quarterback. Transfer out on me.
What?
Yeah. That and a 4-star running back that I had.
Oh,
that had almost 2,000 all-purpose yards.
That's some bullshit.
I'm like,
Bruh.
yeah. I'm like, you're the starting quarterback.
Yeah.
What more do you want?
What more do you need from me?
Yeah. And it was just crazy. I was like, I don't understand what just happened. I'm so confused.
Yeah, that is aggravating. Well, fuck.
I don't know. I was like, fine. Just I tried to talk them both in the stand. They both said, I'm like, all right, get out of here then.
What was the transfer reason?
Oh, I
Tell
guess
me what was playing time.
it was deal breaker for pro potential or something. That was my
Oh,
deal.
you weren't turning pros. Gotcha.
I only.
Man, fuck Kirk Cousins, dude.
What did he just do?
He's up to 16 points.
Oh, I like it.
They're up 21-10 against Dallas starting the third quarter.
Ooh, Bichon's got 8 points. Very nice.
Scary Terry is doing okay though today.
Yeah, you're holding out there, buddy. You're doing just fine.
No, Brock Bowers is sucking dick right now.
Good. I need him to.
Need Brock to turn his shit around.
Well, I don't have to worry about wearing Jerry Jeudy. He has 2.5 points, so maybe that was a good sit down by me.
Nice.
Yeah, but that's just a sad day when you're trying to argue between Michael Pittman and Jerry Jeudy on who you're going to start.
Yeah, I mean, T. Higgins didn't do you any favors today.
T. Higgins, DK Metcalf,
Yeah.
Amari Cooper.
Rough, bro.
It is rough. It is rough.
I am glad I started Cortland Sutton today. I was going to have T. Higgins in over him, but I was kind of had to pull the trigger on something else. Devontae Adams sitting on mid bench this week sucks.
Yeah.
That's my other league, though.
Yeah, that's the other league.
Rough. All right. College basketball starting up.
Dude, how about the, speaking of which, how about the Duke-Arizona exhibition game? Duke-Arizona State exhibition game the other day. Did you see this score?
Who was it? Who played?
Duke and Arizona State.
Oh, yeah. Duke beat the fuck out of them.
Beat the brakes off of them, son.
Yeah, Arkansas lost to TCU in an exhibition game.
Good for them.
Yeah, I love it.
Good.
Yep. Hope they suck ass.
Good.
Except to Do Theoro. I am a big fan of Adu. I don't want him to suffer, but he did go to the dark side. So this is what you get from me, bro. I'll give you some love, but
I mean, it is just.
I hope you succeed and go on to the next level.
After seeing that Duke score, because I think Arizona State, aren't they preseason ranked?
Arizona State?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think they were projected to be middle tier in the.
They've got a bunch of young guys. They got a couple of hot recruits. Yeah, maybe it's not. I'm sitting here looking. They didn't even get any votes.
Yeah, I don't think Arizona State. Arizona State is supposed to finish in the middle of the Big 12.
Okay. Anyway, though.
Or not Big 12, but the fucking. Where did they go to?
Yeah, the Big 12.
Are they?
Mm-hmm. Why can't I go back?
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Arizona State, Utah.
Yeah, they are. They're just not showing up here. Oh, it's because I had the wrong year. My bad. Jesus, Wesley. What a day for this head. Damn it.
Good job, buddy. Good job.
It's still not showing. Yeah, you assholes. I guess that must mean that the Pac-12 still has basketball bullshit in it. They do. Yeah, because you got Arizona, Washington State. Yeah. Arizona State in basketball last year was 8-12 in the conference.
Yeah, not good.
14-18.
Not good then. My bad.
They were good at home though. They were 10-5 at home. They were just a trash can away.
I just want to see that. Like Duke's looking the part, bro.
They will. I have no question that they'll be good this year. But usually their best teams are the ones that fucking lose.
Yeah.
That team they had with Zion lost early.
Dude, that team was.
And their teams that weren't that good are the ones that end up winning. Like the was it Okafor? The year with Okafor, they won. That was the year Kentucky should have probably won.
Yeah.
They're just a fortunate team sometimes.
This
They're
team-
just good enough to be there, right?
just good enough, yeah.
Yeah.
Not this year, buddy. They are going to be.
I think, no, they're going to be good, but those are the teams that notoriously don't fulfill, that team of destiny outlook, right? Is Duke. Duke's best teams aren't the ones that win. Here, as of recently. Now, they were the best team in basketball for early 90s for a good part of it.
Look at Gonzaga getting a first place vote in the AP poll.
Gonzaga, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Preseason ranked 6.
Gonzaga would be up there. I mean,
Mark Few had just been. I mean, he's going to be a Hall of Famer. He's got to be. He's got to be the best coach that hasn't won a chip.
yeah, of course. 100%. He's had. It's the thing is, like, he's been super close to it. Kind of like
Several times.
Danny Hurley has just been able to get over the hump.
Yeah.
Mark Few's like basically the same.
Right
just
there
hasn't
and just
gotten
can't get over.
And I mean, Hurley's just fortunate that he had back-to-back teams that just kind of stayed put.
I think Kentucky drops back, or UConn. It's
They're not going to be that team this year.
no. They're still going to be good.
Oh yeah,
But
absolutely. But they're not going to.
They're not three-peating.
They're not 3D. No way.
No, I'm with you on that one. I am with you.
No, I think really when you look at it early on, Duke should be good as long as they stay healthy.
Yep.
I think Carolina's going to be good again.
I think Carolina be solid.
Yeah,
They're
Carolina
preseason ranked number 9 in the AP, 10 in the coaches poll. So I mean, I that's about right.
I think Alabama brought back a lot of talent from last year. They should be interesting.
I think Alabama
Houston-
brought just about everybody back.
Yeah, Houston's very good.
Iowa State's still going to be good.
I think Kansas has a good team this year too.
Yeah.
I think Kansas is going to be pretty solid this year. I don't see UConn sustaining the same success. I just want to see a different brand of basketball with Kentucky, which I've seen through the exhibitions. It's pretty fun.
Yeah.
I'm excited about that.
I think Kentucky will be just fine.
No, yeah,
You're going to be. You're
Year
going to
one.
have. You're going to have games. You're going to struggle this year.
Of course.
Um,
This is a whole new team.
Yeah.
A whole different outlook. Than what
New
we had
coach,
before.
new everything.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think you'll be just fine. I still think it's crazy that Rutgers is preseason ranked.
It is crazy.
Well, they got like two top 10 recruits coming in,
Right.
or they might be two
They're
top
from,
6
yeah,
or
they're
something
from
like
Jersey,
too.
so they stayed home. They found money for them apparently to stay home.
Of course they did.
So that was the biggest thing.
Hey, we'll give you all our NIL money. You just come here.
Yeah, you're gonna be playing with some shitties though, bro.
You're playing
Yeah,
with some
we
shitty.
can't pay anybody
You guys
else.
are going to be the stars.
Yeah, we're gonna need you two to carry these guys.
And we need you both to stay at least 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing is teams can do that now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, you could. I mean, if you got a ball hog type of guy that wants all the attention, all the shots, everything, you can be like, cool. We ain't gonna invest in the rest of the team. We'll give it all to you. Come on.
We'll
Be our like Trey Young was when he was at Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Right? I know
Was Trae
they'll-
Young at Oklahoma?
Yeah, right?
Maybe.
All right.
I think it's
You
Oklahoma.
got me questioning my I'm pretty sure he was.
You may be right.
99% sure I am correct here, sir. Yep, for Oklahoma Sooners. Knew it. Don't question me. I
Yeah.
knew I had that one.
So he did go to Oklahoma?
Yeah. But he was like the only dude on that team.
Oh, well, he's from fucking Norman.
He's from Lubbock, Texas.
This says his high school was Norman North.
No, he might have moved there. But
Norm-
he was born in
Lubbock.
Yeah, he was born in Lubbock.
but he grew up. His high school was in Norman, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
All right, well then that doesn't surprise me. They went to Oklahoma.
Somehow Purdue's still ranked in the top 25.
What? I don't know how that's possible.
Yeah, they're 14 in the AP and 13 in the coaches.
Who knew?
Yeah.
Who knows, man?
Count me impressed.
Who is the team that is in the top 10? Because there's usually one in college basketball too that has that drop off.
Oh, just like in football? Yeah.
Yeah.
It won't be Iowa State. They've been solid.
Yep.
Baylor has a good recruiting class coming in.
Yeah. I don't think it'll be.
I'd say Arizona probably might be, because you just don't know. They're kind of an unknown over there, right? It could be Bama. Don't want to be an asshole about it, but I mean, it could be.
Hell, it could be UConn.
It could be. I mean, but they still have a solid recruiting class.
They still got solid recruiting. Like all the top 10 teams have like solid recruits, solid returning players. A lot of them do good in the transfer portal. I don't know. Basketball is just one of those where it's one guy can swing it.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, and it can be the weirdest guy. Look at the...
Actually, I don't know. Yeah, it might be UConn. UConn might struggle this year. They have 6 players that are actually junior or above. They're a little younger this year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got 3 freshmen.
They got tests early, too. They played Baylor on December 4th, Gonzaga on December 14th.
Ooh, and Texas.
And Texas
On
on the
December
8th.
8th.
Yep.
Ooh, yeah, they do get tested early. And they kind of get the cruise for the rest of the year. All they got is Creighton and Marquette.
Yeah.
And then the fighting Rick Pitino's, St. John's.
I think St. John's can be one of those teams that takes a step forward this year.
They could.
They played. I thought they played good last year.
Yeah.
I think St. John's is a great place for Rick Pitino, to be honest.
Oh, no, it is. He's a New York guy anyway. It's perfect for him.
If there's anybody that can get the New York talent to stay in New York, it could be him.
Oh, for sure.
Let's take it to the strip club.
He will do that for you.
The strip club and some Italian restaurant somewhere.
Yeah. 15 seconds of fun right there.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, Arizona has fucking roster on them.
Sure.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
They got a bunch of upperclassmen.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. There's 20 players on Arizona's roster.
Yeah, but how many of those guys are JV?
I don't know. You mean like walk-ons?
They can only field so many.
And Caleb Love's back for his senior year.
Whatever, they can keep him.
I knew you wouldn't like that one.
They can keep him. I say that he was only like Pac-12's Conference Player of the Year last year.
No shit.
And I mean, he played well.
And he probably will continue to do so.
Yeah.
Shout out to Khan, who's in the chat. It is our Gronk episode for sure. Episode number 69. Gronk would appreciate that one.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
A lot of
Super
meatheads.
stoked.
A lot of meatheads would.
Well, everybody likes just the fucking 69.
Yeah.
He's 69, baby.
That'll work. Man.
Well, man, I think we can wrap this one up. We touched on a little bit of everything.
We have.
We hit it with the Gronk episode. I am currently winning in our fantasy football matchup, 41 to 34 and a half. So it's still tight. Still tight.
Who the hell just scored?
Oh, Derrick Henry scored again.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
I'm telling you, that was a pick. That was a pick.
It's not
He's
really.
really been cashing in for me.
That's not a bad. That was a good pick, man. I would have picked him if it got it back around to me.
It wasn't going to. I told you that.
No.
That was my first round pick right there. About time one of them showed up.
I will say I am very happy with my running backs finally. For 1 year, I'm happy, and then I can't get my wide receivers right.
I'm super happy with mine. I got Derrick Henry and Josh Jacobs.
Well, I mean, mine have been fine.
Yeah.
They've been okay. But, like, compared to normal, my running backs are, like, my weakest. And I always end up with, like, a couple of really good wide receivers.
I always end up with one that fucking gets hurt. Or just decides not to play.
I have not.
I still have PTSD from Le'Veon Bell.
Le'Veon Bell.
Antonio Brown. Back-to-back years, mind you.
That's what you get for dealing with those Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah, I should have known when the Steelers got rid of them. That meant they were tarnished.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
They were never the same after it.
They weren't. Yeah, absolutely.
And what's sad is Antonio Brown, if he'd have just shut his mouth in New England,
simple as that.
it could have been the second coming of Randy Moss.
100%. All right, man. Well, we're going to wrap up. Don't forget on Tuesday to vote. Get out there, do your thing. If you already haven't participated in the early elections, very important that you do
Yes, sir.
your duty as a citizen of this country. So make sure you get out there and vote and make your voice heard. Let's see. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, all that good stuff.
All the good
Give
stuff.
us a like, give us a rating, all that good stuff. We'd appreciate it.
Any
Follow
questions?
along. Yeah, questions, topics you want us to hit up, stuff we haven't talked about before. We are about it. So, as always, we do appreciate you all. And until next time.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Well, I will see you next week, brother.
Yes, sir.